That's me, marking the trail. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Stick around. It's a great story.
You okay? Yep. You got a water ball here, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna slide that in a second. It's raining out, but that doesn't matter. We are back in Algonquin Park, and this has been the longest feeling winter ever. I haven't been here since October. I'm here with Jackson. This is his second backcountry trip ever, and he hasn't been here since September. So we are just happy to be in Algonquin Park. We're heading over to Maple Leaf Lake. We're going to spend 3 days, so 2 nights just camped at Maple Leaf Lake, site number 1, and it's going to be great and relaxing and a good way to start the season here in Algonquin Park. And you know, it's supposed to not rain the entire time, just today. A little bit of sun would be nice, but it doesn't matter either way. We're gonna have a great time. Here we go. And we're doing our first climb. Okay, Jackson gets to try our first real water crossing. The creek's a little bit swollen because it's been raining. So yeah, you're gonna stand on those rocks carefully, step across. Nicely done, Jackson. Okay, I filmed myself doing this one before. It's in my solo video, but I'll film for a few seconds here. Nice and easy, gentle. There we go, like a pro.
Look at that. Good job.
Yeah. This is a beautiful little river. Yeah. Crossing over here. Beautiful river. This is the outflow from Maple Leaf Lake, which is that way, which tells us that our goal is in almost sight. Now, I'm going to cross here, try not to slip on the rocks. We'll have a view down here, which is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Let's just take a moment to look at the beauty that is this creek. Absolutely stunning. All right. A few more rocks across here. Water level's not too high at this time, so not bad. There we go. Just take your time, yeah, because they could be slippery. Like a pro.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, yeah, good.
There's the sign.
Here starts the signs.
Whoa.
Very last one, yep. Good job.
Nice work.
Woo! Good water access.
I was gonna say, it's a great place to swim.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what life looks like.
You got it. All right, well, we are well underway now of getting the site set up. You can see that Jackson's got his tent there. And if we go this way, there's my tent. I just hope I'm not too close to the fire. Otherwise, when there's some poppers on the fire, that hot ash lands on my tent, that might not be a good thing. Jackson is just pumping up his air mattress.
Yep.
And we have a tarp set up already because it is supposed to rain. A little bit more yet today, maybe tomorrow. So then we have a spot to stay dry at least. And sit out with our chairs. So a little ways to go yet, a little bit more I have to set up inside the tent, just being careful because the amount of bugs and mosquitoes. I want to make sure when I go in the tent, I go in and I stay in there, set it up, and then come out. Try not to let as many bugs in. That is the trick. We'll see. Man, this makes it worth it right here. Look at that view. Isn't that just incredible? Brings me out time and again just to see that. And I've never been out this time of year before, and the amount of birds that we're still hearing, even though it's what now? 11:30 in the morning. And the peepers. And Jackson's having a little technical difficulty there. All right, so everything is set up now. We have the laundry line, we have our chairs, we got everything organized here, our bear bags out, food bags, hats. Tents are fully set up. There it is there. I'll explain later maybe a little bit what I'm using. It's my sleep system. But found out that I ran into a snag. My first snag, first time this has ever happened. My headlamp has a big battery pack on the back, and the two buttons that turn it on are on top. It comes in a case, which I kept it in, but those buttons on top are so easy to press. I guess somewhere along the line those buttons got pressed, the lights were on, and now my headlamp is dead. So I do not have a light outside of, I always carry backup, so I have my phone, which I can use as a light, but also my charging pack there has LEDs on it. So I do have some light. I always have a backup for that because I don't want to get stuck in this exact situation where my headlamp dies. So I'm gonna have to be more careful with that, or start looking at other options for a headlamp, because I can't have that.
Is this the end of the trail?
Yeah,
So we have like the most private spot ever.
we do.
You regret not bringing in something a little warmer on top. I had it set aside. I just forgot to pack it.
Oh, okay. Like you don't have it like it down?
No, I don't have anything.
Yes, we're gonna go hang the bear bag line. I have a new one because last year in October I did 7 days on the western uplands, and pulling the bear line in and out of the tree so many times really scuffed it. So now I get a brand spanking new one. We're gonna go hang it. It's down here. There's the turlet is down this way, but there's a good tree for the bear bag line as well.
Oh, yeah. Good way away from camp.
Yep, just the way you want it. That's our branch right there. That's where the bear bag's gonna go. It's right by the thunder box, but Jackson just found something over here. We've got some moose scat. So that is not our first pile of moose scat that we've seen in this area. So hopefully over the next 2 days, well, 3 days, the rest of today, tomorrow and Monday, maybe we'll see a moose. Oh, and we got another pile right there. All right, so I actually found the rock that I used 2 years ago when I did my solo trip to this site. It's fallen apart a little bit more. I remember it because it was triangle, it was actually where I left it. But I don't know now that it's going to be heavy enough to carry the rope over. But we'll see. What do you think of that, Jackson?
First try.
First try.
Nice job.
Woo!
Easy money. Good job, dude.
I actually like to just leave it on the, just off the ground, like that. I was just telling Jackson, if you lift this end up too high, then it doesn't have the weight to come down. You actually have to redo your whole bear bag line. So I leave the hook end down. Okay, so for this bear bag line, I have this nice little root right here. I'm just going to tie a little knot in it so it doesn't get pulled out somehow. There you go, just a shoelace knot. Now we're set for tonight. So I found this on the ground. It's either scat. It's very furry, so if it's scat, maybe it's wolf. But there's a big bone right there too, if you can see. That is a bone. So I don't know, maybe it's an owl pellet, but it looks like scat. And if it's scat, it's pretty big, like what you would expect from a dog. So maybe that is a wolf scat. But if that is a wolf scat, there's our tents right there. Pretty close to the site, as is all the moose poop, which would be nice if that the moose scat over there meant that a moose is coming through soon, because that was pretty fresh. And we found quite a bit, actually, more than one pile. We are on our way to go get some firewood now, and I'm going to be using my new Sulak 46 saw that I picked up at the Hamilton Adventure Show in January, and it has a nice silky blade on it. Super light. So I'm going to see how this thing works. I think it's going to be amazing. So much better than my last saw. But here we go. Use it for the first time, getting some firewood. And Jackson, of course, has like a machete.
Kukuri.
Gonna hack up.
Not as light as his.
Yes, hit the firewood mother load. Down tree. That means those branches are nice and dry. It's deadfall, so we can take it. Yes. All right, so we found our nice hardwood tree here. Nice tree fall, deadfall. And so I decided instead of dragging it back, I was just going to process it here. So I've got my Sulak saw with my silky blade, which is a Japanese blade. Like I said before, this thing's ultra light, and I've used it for the first time now, and it is just ripping through the wood. Now, I don't know the actual name of this saw, but I will put it down here somewhere so you can see. But I'm going to cut this wood here. This is about 3 inches thick, and I'm going to show you just how well it rips through. Well, I better now that I've said that, right? But I mean, it's comfortable to hold. Obviously, you cut on the draw, but look at it, just rip through. That is 3 inches of hardwood.
Wow.
And what was that? Less than a minute. So if you're looking for a really good saw, go to Sulak 46 and check this out. I am super impressed. Well, here's today's bug report. They are out. Apparently, they are biting. Little buggers. But there's lots. Lots and lots of bugs. Whoo-wee! Jackson and I are just relaxing now. Jackson's made himself a little bit of snack.
Yep.
It's about 2:30 right now. We've gotten a lot of firewood. Dragged it all down here. But it started thundering and some heavy clouds moved in off in this direction here. The bugs have even died down a bit, so, well, except for the one climbing all over the lens. But, yeah, it's pretty dark this way. We've rejigged the tarp a little bit, although the one line just slipped off the pole. But, thinking the rain's going to come from that direction, so a little rejigging. But we'll see. The thunder stopped now. It was thundering for about 10-15 minutes. Not too loud, so it's far enough away. But we'll see. What do you think, Jackson?
Pretty sweet. And have some food.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jackson.
How's your day?
A little wet.
Yeah.
Woo!
So cool.
That's crazy. All right, this storm's been going for about 30 minutes now, and it doesn't seem to be letting up. It's still coming down pretty hard. So hopefully we're gonna make it through this dry. That's the plan. We'll see, we're already wet, even under this tarp. The wind is blowing the rain in, even though the back of the tarp is really low. Oh, you got nice thunder there. Good lightning. There we go. Just for the record, by the way, the weather did not call for severe thunderstorms today. It called for rain. It called for possibly a thunderstorm. But this was a rocker that came through. We had hail and the heavy rains and the wind, and we're flooding all around here now. My Jackson's feet,
Yeah.
it's all flooded. I had to run over and look at my tent, and there's like an inch deep water around it, so I have a feeling I might be swimming tonight to sleep. We're going on to an hour and a half now, and it's still coming down pretty hard, and we're still getting some good wind gusts. But the thunder has slowed down quite a bit. Every so often we can still hear thunder in the distance. We're not seeing lightning anymore, and the flooding has subsided a little bit. I looked inside my tent quickly because I needed to get my stove and stuff, and there was some water in there, but not horrible, so I'm hoping that not everything got soaked. But we'll see when we get a better look. We've each gone to our tents now because the rain is still going. It's been a few hours, and we were both getting pretty nervous as to how much water maybe got inside the tents. And mine is wet here. You can see on the floor, my mattress here on the side, my bag a little bit. It's not terrible. I hope it'll keep me warm because that's a down sleeping bag. So once they get wet, they don't generally keep you warm. I think the problem was this vent up here. That was open for a while, and I had to rush over in the rain and close it because the wind was just blowing the rain right in. And I don't know if you can see here all the dirt that is sprayed up just from the wind hitting the ground here with the dirt. So it's not as bad as it might have been, but I definitely have a bit of water, but I'm glad the rest of the tent is holding on. So I'm going to climb in my sleeping bag for a little while now. I got my down jacket on now. It's gotten pretty cold and we got pretty wet sitting there, so I'm going to try to warm up for a bit. I wonder if you like my air freshener hanging there. It gives the tent, that beautiful outdoor musky odor. It's just wonderful. So I do have some water dripping in. You can see on this mesh part here that you can see it, but I'm really hoping it's just residual water from that vent from earlier. It's not dripping fast, so I'm really hoping, because it's landing right here, and that's no good. Can't have that. Okay, well, it's 7:15 now, and it's still pouring rain out, and it just hasn't let up at all. It's been pouring and pretty breezy, so Jackson and I each stayed in our tents until now, just trying to warm up from before. So we were in there for a good 2 hours, and I just finally warmed up again. But I'm now having my dinner, getting that ready, boiling some water. Tonight I'm having hearty beef stew. Hopefully that'll be really good. It'll hit the spot with some warm food anyway. And yeah, we're hoping this rain is going to let up. I think we're just going to have supper, hang the bear bags, and head off to bed, because what else can we do? It's just too cold and too wet to sit here. So hopefully tomorrow will be a drier day.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
There's crap on my hands.
Yeah, wet and dirty.
No kidding.
All right, Jackson's got his soup. He's gonna have some warm soup to warm up.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful action.
Nice. So Jackson had a little bit of water in his tent from all that rain. It kind of went into one corner, and he was able to avoid it, but he did get some water. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. All right, well, it's 8:15 now. It's still light out, but still raining out. So the bear bag is now hung. We've had our dinner, and we decided to call it a night just because the rain is just not letting up, and it's cold. So each of us is in our tent, staying warm until tomorrow morning. Let's hope we wake up to no rain. Doesn't have to be sunny. Would be nice, but no rain. Fingers crossed. Well, good morning. It rained most of the night, but now it seems like it's just when the wind picks up, it's blowing the rain out of the trees, the water. So I don't think it's raining anymore, but it does not seem like it's going to be sunny at the moment. It's I don't know if I said it's 6:15, and that was actually one of the best sleeps I've ever had in the backcountry. I don't know why, but I slept really, really well. Who knows? I mean, there is something comforting too about the sound of the rain, especially when it's not coming in your tent. Alright, well, I now have to get into wet clothes because I'm not going to make my, I don't want to take a chance of making my dry clothes wet. So I'll have to get into my wet clothes and then hope that I don't get too cold. almost 9 a.m. now, and it's not gotten any better. It's not raining, but it is really cold, and the wind is just really strong coming off the lake here. It is just bitingly cold. Hopefully no more rain, but with all that wind, it's changed directions from yesterday. So somebody had left all sorts of line here at the site, so I use that now to tie down the tarp a little bit better to withstand that wind and give us a little barrier for when we want to sit and cook and stuff. So Jackson's actually still in his tent getting his sleep, so no reason to come out. It's not that nice. It's even going to be difficult to have a fire because of how strong the wind is. There was so much rain yesterday that these stones were completely out of the water, and Jackson and I actually sat on this log just to look out on the water. Now that stone has quite a bit of water covering it, so that really was a lot of rain that came down.
Uh-oh.
It's not really taking. It's almost 11 o'clock and I'm finally gonna go get our bear bags. Time for something hot to drink, I think, on this cold day. Yeah, this water's chunky.
Yeah, I know. Not a fan. But
The filter's nice anyway. But it does slow the filter down.
Mark.
It does, man! Oh, how'd so much garbage get in here again? I just cleaned it.
What?
I just cleaned it and it's full of garbage again.
Big ball fun.
I don't want that kind of fiber in my diet.
Yeah. No.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. Alright, looks like I'm going to be drinking a few chunks.
Mark.
I'm going to do it, man. I'm a rough and tough outdoorsman. I eat tree bits. Yeah. Okay, hurricane force winds. Jeepers. And for drink this morning, or what? Yeah, still morning. I'm having some Nescafe mocha coffee. Try to warm up a little with that. And what are you having, Jackson?
I'm having Kopiko brown coffee.
Whoop whoop.
Heck yeah.
Yes, man.
The good stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I've never been so excited for coffee in my life.
Yep.
My life. Oh yeah. Oh, so good.
It's a spot.
Cheers.
die out, so
Yeah.
sides there. Well, I'm gonna have this delicious apple and cinnamon granola by the Happy Yak. Very excited. 21 grams of protein should give me some more.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tasty granola.
Yep.
Because of the rain we had yesterday and this pretty strong wind, Jackson and I had a really hard time getting the fire going. It took us about 45 minutes to actually get some real wood to start burning and give us a nice little coal layer to keep it going. It's been going for a couple hours now, so I think we're good, but I've had to go get firewood one more time. I'll probably have to go again. We just want to keep this thing going for as long as we can. You can see my breath. That's how cold it's gotten. Yeah. It's supposed to be 12 degrees today when I looked at the weather before we came, but it certainly isn't that. But then yesterday was only a chance of thunderstorms too. So, well, everything got flipped on its head, I guess. Look at that. After 24 hours of super bad thunderstorms and high winds and gray skies, there's actually a bit of blue showing in the sky. Oh man, it's the sun!
Victory!
Woo! Oh, that feels good. Even if it only lasts a few minutes, but that blue sky is coming our way. Those clouds are blowing our direction. So we are gonna see that sun soon. And man, already it feels so good. Wow.
About time.
Oh, how does that feel, Jackson?
Yeah.
Sun on your face, on your skin after all that cold?
Yeah, no, it's about time.
Oh man, eh? Could be an otter. It is.
Otter buddy came back.
Having that sun come out just changes everything. It went from gray and cold to cold but sunny, and it doesn't matter that it's cold anymore. What a difference that makes. Well, temperatures have dropped quite a bit overnight, and it's now pretty cold. It's gray skies and cloudy, and there's actually flurries going by. So we've had everything from heat and bugs to severe thunderstorms to now super cold and flurries. What an extreme little weekend we've had. Quite the adventure. You can see from the edge of my tent there, because of all that rain, all that stuff built up against my tent here. Hopefully it shows up on camera, but yeah, it's about 1 to 3 inches high along the whole edge of my tent. So Jackson, how you feeling after this weekend?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you sleep okay last night?
Slept a lot better, actually.
Good.
No, it's just getting everything packed up before my fingers fall off.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. We figured we'd tear down because if it's snowing now, if it warms up, it's going to be raining.
Sure.
So what do you think of the snow, Jackson?
Pretty crazy. All 4 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, were we in t-shirts and sweating on Saturday? Yeah. Now it's snowing. That is crazy. With all that rain we had, this creek is now torrential. There's a lot more water than there was on Saturday. All right, Jackson, let's see you do it. I don't know that we're getting across that one without getting wet. We're getting wet. Maybe we have to go upstream a little. We've checked this river up and down, and this is still the best spot. But I think for safety's sake, we just need to get wet. So I'm gonna go first. The river up there was so deep. Okay, I'm not even gonna film for this because I'm a little nervous and I want to think about what I'm doing and not filming. All right, wish me luck. You got it. Get one pole on your left side. There you go. that long too. What did you think about that, Jackson? You did it.